Hi class, wanted to take a few moments to welcome you. My name is John Clanton and this is English 1A 95, Spring 2021, right? Okay, first off, thank you so much for registering for my class. I know there are lots of choices, but you decided on this one, and you can't say that it was because of the time or the day because it's all online, so thank you. I appreciate that. It's not the best situation, especially for this class. I spent the last 5 years kind of redesigning the way I teach just to suit this class. A lot of collaborative group work, and not very much of me standing in front of a class talking. But since we've made this transition to online, I've been adding little things here, little things there to try to recreate that. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. First off, so this is the home page of the class. I guess a couple things is you want to make sure that you pay attention to the announcements because I will be posting weekly at least. Students sometimes have it set up to where when they log on to Canvas, they go right to the to-do list and they bypass all of this. That's not a good idea because you might miss some vital, a bit of information. So this lecture video that you're watching right now, I guess if you are listening to it, then you got the first announcement. Make sure you run through this first week. We're going to have 2 modules, right? The Start Here module has lots of important information about the college, where to go for whatever, right? Any types of things. Couple of surveys, so I get to know a little bit about you, your learning style, a syllabus quiz that you can take over and over again until you get 100%. One thing I do want to talk about, though, are course materials. There are 2 books that we will be reading bits and pieces from. Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell and The Power of Habit. This is the internet age, right? If you search long enough, you're probably going to find it. I found 2 PDFs and a link to the Internet Archive for The Power of Habit. So I guess what I'm saying is if you don't have the books, they're right here. The other thing that's unique about this particular section of 1A, since it's a 95, is we have 2 coaches, right? So coaches are going to be like tutors, and they are very, very important. And today, they might be just as valuable as I am in terms of getting help on papers, writing essays. So you will be spending some time working with them one-on-one, and they will be participating in classroom discussions and things like that. Okay, I'm going to go back to the homepage. So speaking of class discussions, there aren't going to be any mandatory Zoom sessions, but I want to hold as many voluntary ones as I can. And I realize that not everybody's going to be able to make it, but I encourage you, right? Please, please, please try to make those. So we will have some where we just do discussions. I like to do an activity called Okay, Stop. Basically, we begin a reading assignment together, and I read. And when somebody has something to say, whether it's a connection, an opinion, a question, they say, okay, stop. And then we stop and talk about it. I have a sample one. It works really well if the class is engaged. So try your best to do that. Let's see. Other than that, this is my second take of this video because I didn't say this. Just don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid to reach out, to ask questions. I have my cell phone on here, right? We will be letting you know when the coaches are available. I I worked really hard to try to make connections with all of my students last semester, but unfortunately, some just kind of disappeared, and I don't know why. Maybe sometimes with the online class you can get kind of overwhelmed, but just let you know that I'm going to do everything that I can to make you successful. Right? So hopefully you can do the rest. If you can't turn in an assignment on time, let me know. Right? That's not going to be a problem. So I just really wanted to focus on that. If you're worried about writing every semester, right, when we were doing the bingo activity, I would have a student come up, sometimes in tears, saying that, oh, my writing sucks. Some of you may feel that way. Don't worry, right? It's going to get better after this class. If you think you can't read, and if you do my strategies that I'm going to teach you, you're going to read better. Every semester, even last semester, I'll get a few emails from students telling me, yeah, those reading strategies really work. They work, but they take time. I don't want to spend too much in drawing you out on a day one, but I got a lot to say to students who say that they can't concentrate, that they can't read, because I was one of those students as well. But anyway, like I said, whatever I can do to help you, please let me know. If it's on a Saturday, last semester I spent several Saturdays working with students. I don't care. I'm not doing anything. I miss the connections with you guys. So I hope you have a great semester, and hopefully I will see you soon in a Zoom session.